actually, I'm going to start with you first, Mama. We have several things that we're doing here, initiatives in Volusia County, because we want to make sure that we're creating pathways and opportunities for our students. Yes. A couple things that you need to know. We know how important it is to have early literacy, right, embedded, and starting very early with our students, like our 4-year-olds. So, for example, 2 years ago, we had 16 schools that were offering some type of early literacy program, VPK or pre-K. But as of today, we have grown those programs. So currently, we have 39 schools that are now, that has early literacy, like the pre-K and VPK program. So that's something, and it's something that we want to continue to grow, because we know that a student with a solid foundation in reading and math, starting at early ages, is a factor in their overall success moving forward, right? So we want to get our students in early, and we want to start early. So that's one. We also did a ribbon cutting this year for 2 dual languages program in our county. So we have at Holly Hill and Spirit Elementary, we started our dual language program with the pre-K, VPK, and our kindergarten. Yeah, you didn't know that, right?
I'm a product of that.
You are a product of that, so I am a product of that. And when, in my previous life, when I was a principal, actually my school was a dual language school and a foreign language academy. So we hope to expand and grow. So just to share a little bit with you, both schools, classrooms are full, right? The list, we've got a waiting list.
Are you talking about ESOL?
Or no, dual language, where you receive the instruction in both English and Spanish. Yes. Yes.
Because I grew up with ESOL.
Yeah. I was an ESOL learner too.
Okay.
But this is
not
both.
that I did it, but I knew we had the program.
Yeah, so you know how, you're talking about your verbal skills. So students get an opportunity to really learn how to read and write, listen and speak. Literally. Yeah. So with that, so we're also planning this year for 2 more dual language programs for next year in elementary schools, along with Foreign Language Academy French. So we're going to be launching 4 programs next year, 2 additional dual language and 2 French in our schools. So languages, we wanted it to become the norm, right? Which the way it is international, it's the norm to speak 2, 3, and 4 languages. So we're pushing that. So that's one thing. The other thing I want you to know is that we really want to make sure that there's lots of opportunities with the academies. And we have like the Academy of Science, the Academy of Art, the Academy of Health. We have 41 academies in Volusia County. And 41 academies and 30-something programs that we have. So the field of career and technical education, which is certification, right? Nursing, the nursing program, the CNA, all these programs, we're offering them many in our schools. But what we've been doing is creating these pathways starting at the high school level. But what we want to do now is start at the middle school level, so in 6th grade. So this year, we're planning to have those academies and those pathways available for our students starting in middle school. I will tell you that our graduation rate has been 92%. So it has gone from 2 years ago where we were 87.4 to a 92%. That means that 92% of our seniors are walking across the stage. Now, is that to be proud of? Yes. But do we have work to do? Yes. Because it needs to be 100%, right? The other thing I will share with you, Cambridge International Studies Certification. Our students participated in the Cambridge with a 97.8% pass rate. So we received national recognition for our students here in Volusia County. And that means that with that certification, our students, that certification will be accepted in 130 countries, internationally.
My daughter is in that program.
She's in the Cambridge.
Yes, she's in the Cambridge.
Very good. Very good.
happy
Congratulations.
Thank you.
IB, International Bachelorette, right? Baccalaureate. That program, we have a 92% pass rate. And again, that's international certification that's available to our students. So these are just some of the things, but if I were to sum it up for you, I want to make sure that our students, as they walk across the stage, that not only do they have the opportunity and they're prepared to go to college, but also that they have multiple certifications, right? I always say we're the last of the Mohicans in the aspect that, we graduated many years ago. We spent 30 years at a job, 35 years doing a job, a career in a career. Nowadays, our students want to be diversified, so we have to afford them with those opportunities. So those are some of the things. I will tell you, we also got a grant from Daytona State for $1.8 million. And what we're doing is that we are expanding our academy for teaching in Volusia. So we have 4 teaching academies where students who wants to be teacher, they're part of that in high school starting in 10th grade. So what we're going to be doing is building labs for our students so that everything they're learning in the classroom, they can go and practice in the lab setting. Criminal justice is another where we try live cases. In Atlantic High School, for example, I did a full-blown presentation. So there's a lot that we're doing to prepare our students and give them multiple experiences and on-the-job experiences. What I'm looking for right now is paid internship opportunities for our students. So for our students who are in these academies and programs, where companies out there that are interested in volunteering with Volusia, manufacturing and so forth, where they will come and have an intentional strategic partnership with our county. And that means that as we're looking into the summer, our students will have an opportunity to participate in these paid internship programs. So what happens, we want to build Volusia County out, right, and have intentional partnerships, but also when our students graduate and they walk across the stage, that they have all these venues to choose from, and we have all these companies that are just, are ready to do a job offer, even before graduation.
Right.
We had 147 students that walked across the stage with an AA degree from high school a year ago. So those are some of the things that we are proud of, and I think we need to do a better job in telling the public what we do, because it's a wealth of experiences that are provided in those walls that we call our school system. But too often, a lot of people don't know about it because we don't really tell our story as much. So this is just one of those venues, right, to tell our story. You are going to be in this recording. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So tell me, you were asking some questions earlier. Did I answer some?
Yes, of course. Yeah. So the programs, I'm very happy with all the programs that we're getting. I was actually kind of worried because the middle school right now, where my kid is at, they actually took away the academy. So I didn't know if the plan was to bring back
which academy?
The project-based academy.
So the PBL. Okay. Yes. We're planning this year to bring them back next year. Okay. Yes, this is planning.
So the ones that were in it, will they go back? Or they have to reapply?
Yeah, if the interest is there, they will indicate it. We're administering, it's called a youth science survey.
Okay.
And we're going to be giving it to all 6th graders next year, all 8th graders, and 10th graders. And what it is, it's a survey that captures your interest and aptitude at the same time.
Okay.
So sometimes we have innate skills that we don't know, right? That those are strengths that we have. So if we're just doing an interest survey, we might say, well, I want to be a teacher, or I want to be a nurse. But you have skill set that really would make you exceptional in XYZ field. So the survey does both. It's called the New Science. It's through a partnership with the Daytona Chamber of Commerce. And we gave the survey last year to 12,000 students in 10th grade to kind of see what are their pathways, their interests, and their aptitude. And we have all of that. And every single one of those identified interests or of aptitude, it's created in a pathway for those students at the high school level. So we're going to be giving it to our 6th graders now so we can start identifying those pathways earlier in middle school.
I mean, I think that's going to be, it's crucial to and it's just like I was talking earlier with you about mentorship. And it was the reason why I volunteered, because I remember when I was in school, in high school, I mean, you have your guidance counselor, but I mean, the guidance counselor is managing how many kids.
Yeah.
And I think it's important, that we do things like this and come out to the public and to the parents and people that are passionate about the future, which is our kids, and being able. I mean, it's amazing you have all these programs, but also having mentorship behind that. Someone that can speak from their life experience and say, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? Because a lot of kids, when they're at home, they have different conversations with their family than if they did with maybe just someone outside.
Correct. And sometimes we have children, that's a very good point that you made. Sometimes we have kids that don't have the opportunity to have those conversations. So having some, correct. 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 But no, it's really important to have the mentors, like you said, and really, again, creating those experiences. So if you were to ask me as your superintendent, what is it that I want to do different for students than what's been done in the past? I want to create more opportunities and provide experiences to our students. Because when they can experience the value of their education, the application of what they're learning, I think they will be more intrigued and more in tune and more engaged in the process. So that's what we're working on, some of the initiatives. One last thing I want to share with you is that everything I'm telling you about our offerings, we're revamping our website. It's going to be called the Menu of Options for Parents. So the Menu of Options for Parents is when you will be able to go on our website, click on a particular page on our website, and you'll be able to go in and put your zip code where you live and pull up what programs and academies are offered. Then you will click on programs or academies. It will tell you what are the criteria, what is
which schools offer.
Yes, what schools offer, what are the criteria for being a part of the academy, what you need to ensure that you are still a part of it once you join. So, meaning for you to remain in the academy, right? And certification requires also you'll be able to learn how much a person in that profession would make in 3 years from now, 4 years from now.
That's awesome.
So that is just to make it more, because I think one of the most important investments you can, as a parent, make is choosing the right educational institution for your student, right? And it goes back to my firm belief in education. I think it's el boleto de éxito para cualquier niño, right? So we need to make sure that we are providing or choosing right and providing those experiences for the students so that they have the skill set that no one else can take away from them.
Exactly. And when is that supposed to be rolled out?
We're going to be rolling that out in about a month from now. And we've been working on it, so we're going to be rolling it out. Yes, for the website. So I think that's going to be really quite an education in itself, and that's what you're saying. We need to make sure more parents know. So if we take that link on our site and send it to all parents to say experience our menu of option, anyone will be able, whether you're a current parent or not of Volusia County, you'll be able to go and experience it and see what it's like and decide what's the best option for your child.
And you know what? I think sometimes most of us feel like, okay, I live here, so I have to go to this school right here. I don't have options. You know what I mean?
You have options.
So I think, and I know I've heard things. I don't listen to the news a lot because I don't.
It all depends,
there's
right?
no
It all
poison in there,
depends.
right?
Yeah.
And they talked about having some type of freedom of choice, but really, what does that look like for a parent? Can a parent go anywhere?
So that's a very, very good question. We have, it's called the choice. Yeah, the variance, the choice program, right? And with the variances, you'll be able to see some of the schools that may have certain offerings in terms of programs that your current school doesn't have. And you can fill out the application and apply, and if there is a seat available, you qualify.
And they're very quick to look over.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially
As long as el cupo está ahí.
Yeah. My kid,
Yeah.
same thing, and so my kid has a variance. He's actually zoned for Orange City Elementary, and he goes to Manatee for the gifted program. And then we have no teacher yet for him. But what they did is that the principal, she asked for a variance in case he went back to regular classes, so he could stay in that school, because that's the only school that he has known for his whole time. And in less than a week, they had it approved for him to stay there in case he got taken off the gifted program.
And that's right on our website as well.
And it's a very user-friendly way of filling out the application.
Once again, thank you so very much. And I have to tell you that your contribution, I was at, I think, Enterprise Elementary last week for their recognition. And your pastries, again, you were there and you were volunteering and everybody was having such a great time. So thank you for being great partners. Thank you for being great parents
Nice
and
meeting
for
you.
being involved in our schools. I appreciate you guys very much.